excited.
Hello, hello. Are you so excited? He's been beating me at this little like punch guy game all day.
Yes, 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 yes.
You've been beating me at this game all day?
Yes.
Yes. And I'm getting really creative. So we obviously, our camera's in the shop, and so what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you guys how to do pictures.
Way.
Yes, sirree. So I'm going to show you guys how to do pictures, but I figured what I would start out with is how to just do lighting with your pictures. So I'm going to do pictures on my iPhone 6 Plus, and so that way everyone has a phone that they can take pictures on. Oh, you're nice. Everyone has a phone that they can take pictures on, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So let's start. Should we start?
Yes. Let's start taking pictures.
Okay. I want to show you guys the differences in light. So do you guys see how there's lots of light coming through my windows right now? Lots and lots of light. But if I turn with my back towards it, here's a good place where I'm kind of against a wall. There's going to be a little bit of a reflection off this white wall. But see how my face is kind of dark compared to what it looks like over there? Whereas if I face myself or the person I'm taking a picture of towards the windows, do you see how the color is just better? Like my face looks better, everything is lit up better. And if you look really closely, I'm going to try not to block my face here with the iPad that I'm filming on. But if you look really closely, look at my eyes and how I have like the sun is reflecting in my eyes. So that's always my trick. Anytime I go to take pictures anywhere of anything that I'm trying to make look, good and professional and everything, I always look at the person's eyes. So if I can see the light in their eyes, I know it's going to be a good picture and that there's not going to be lots of shadow. But if I turn around and see how there's still some light in my eyes, but see how it's not as good? And see how you can tell the camera's having to work a lot harder in order to make this picture look good. So, and it's kind of grainy. You can kind of see the grain on my face a little bit. That's because what happens is there's three things that make good light in a picture. And I'm going to show them to you. So there's three things, guys, that make up a good picture. This little triangle right here. So we have what's called your shutter speed. So shutter speed. And then we also have your ISO. And then we have your depth of field, basically, is what that is, or your f-stop. Right there. And so that's when you see cameras say, like, the number will be like a 2.8, the lens will be, or like a lot of the kit lenses say 3.5 to 5.6. I think that the lens on the iPhone, I'm pretty sure that's a 2.8. So basically what that means is your depth of field gets shallower. So if your subject is right here and the person with the camera is right here, that the lower this number is, the less area that's going to be in focus. So the focus gets skinnier. So the back of them will be blurry and the front of them will be more blurry the smaller this number is, if that makes sense. And so the shutter speed is how fast your camera lens opens and closes. So if it's really, really slow, that means that your camera, the picture will look kind of blurry. And so the reason that your shutter speed would go slow is if it takes more time to let light in. And then your ISO, this right here, is what makes your pictures look really grainy. Really, really grainy. So it's your camera's way of making up for a low light situation, and so it adds grain to it to make the picture a little bit lighter, it will add grain. And then your f-stop, if you have a smaller number with your f-stop, it can let in more light, so which is awesome and really, really good. And then, except for if you're taking a picture of a large group of people and you have a really, really small f-stop, then some of the people will be blurry. If you have like one in front of the other or that kind of a thing. So that's why your photographers will always try to have you be along the same plane right here when they're taking pictures of you. and kind of close together. They'll bring your faces close together so that you're not, one person isn't blurry and one person is sharp and that kind of thing. So that's what that is all about. So basically, the big deal with pictures is that you need to make sure you have enough light. So if you have enough light and if you have optimal light, then you don't have to really worry about any of this stuff having to compensate for a low light situation. The best kind of light depends on the mood that you're going for. So if you look at my face right now, I have the bright light off to my left and then it's dark on the right side of my face. Or if my back is towards the light, it gives you kind of a different look, which you can do this sometimes as far as, you know, like if you're getting a sunset behind you, but just know that you're not going to get the really creamy skin tones. So if you want the really creamy, really bright skin tones, you want to be in this picture with me?
Yes.
Okay. Then this right here is the light that you want. And so if you look at our faces are really, really bright and good, huh? You have just such a cute face, don't you? Yeah. Anyway, so if you look at our faces here, there's light in our eyes, and then there's like really good creamy skin tones because we're in the front of a big window. And it's always good if the light can reflect off of something bright. In this case, outside it's really snowy, and so the light coming from the sky is reflecting off of the snow and making it really bright. So let's take a couple of pictures and I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, you ready, Jet? You gonna be my picture person?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna snap a couple of pictures of him while we're by this big window, and I'll show you these pictures and the difference that it makes. Okay, now let's have you sit right here. And in fact, you know what? What if we lay you down and we put you on the floor? A wood floor or a cool textured floor is also another cool way to get good pictures. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, that's not a smile. Okay, and then let's have one where you are like this. Okay, ready? Look this way. Hi.
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 The other thing to remember too is the wide angle lenses, which is the lenses that are on like your iPhone and stuff like that. They will kind of distort a face a little bit, and they'll make your nose look really big and your head look kind of funny shaped. And so a good way to kind of help with that and solve that is to pull back a little bit from the person, or you know, if you have a DSLR too, you can always get a different kind of lens. So I will show you guys the differences too on the DSLR versus like an iPhone. So if you guys have, you know, the DSLRs, even one that you buy from Costco or a place like that, setting them up manually is always the best option. So if you guys are interested in knowing how to set up your DSLR, comment below, or you know, either on Facebook or YouTube, comment. Comment below, and I'm happy to teach you guys how to set up your DSLRs too, and like which numbers to stay in between, and how to do that. So I'll post these pictures, and then yeah, I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks. Bye.